Hey jitterbugs! Hi! If you don't already know me, my name's Rachel. This channel is all about embracing your natural beauty. It's makeup to make you feel like you. The jitter of the day, I got a venti ice green tea light ice. No water, so it's more concentrated and tastes better. I got a pro tip from somebody who loves tea, and 2 pumps sugar. As always, we start drinking our jitter, even though I cheated at the beginning, sorry, with a little dance. The flower of the day is a white rose. Fun flower fact is that it is the flower of Cancer season. We are in Cancer season today. And to follow with that theme, we are doing a Cancer season makeup look tutorial today. So Cancers are very romantic, soft, sweet, emotional, sensitive. So we are doing a light, romantic date night look with some blue liner to go with the Cancer theme. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Okay, so I'm gonna start with brows today. I have this Wander Beauty clear brow gel. Is this still a thing? I actually don't know, it's somewhere. So while we let that dry, as you can see, my brows are a little uneven. They are microbladed, but I think they're just like naturally uneven, and maybe one brow faded faster than the other one. So I'm gonna start with this Stage Proof Matte Setting Spray by Kimchi Chic. Literally got this in my Ipsy bag. So we're doing what we always do and use a couple of primers to set oily skin so it doesn't look too cakey and it still looks pretty natural. So now I'm going to use this e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. As you can see, it's a little sticky like this. And we're gonna put that all over the face. Not just on the T-zone, we're gonna put it everywhere. Okay, so today we're gonna do something a little different. We're going to do contour under foundation. I have my Anastasia Beverly Hills cream contour palette. It is very much well loved, as you can see. It looks pretty gross. But I've always loved the effects of it, so here we go. I'm going to use this shade, as you can see, is the most well loved. And even though it's kind of like a bronzer shade, because it's like a reddish brown, it isn't a traditional contour, it works great in practice as contour, even though it doesn't look like a contour. So I'm not gonna use it on the nose, but I will use it on the cheekbones. I'm super broken out over here. Anyway, so how is you guys' summer going? Please let me know. It is super hot here. It's like 109 degrees every single day, but there is no humidity, so that's always good. Then I'm gonna take this middle color here and just contour close to the ear, I guess. Like just contouring the side of the cheekbone, because otherwise it's going to be too dark. Okay, so I'll blend that in here. So now that this is all blended in, we're going to use this Nude Sticks liquid lipstick. I reviewed this in my last video, and as a lipstick it's actually a little light. I use it to mix with other lipsticks, but as a blush it's amazing. So I'm also going to do this under foundation here. Just do it like that on the cheekbones essentially, and then like blend it into the contour so it looks all in one. Put a little bit here to like lengthen out the face, and we're just going to continue to blend in. But have you guys tried contour under foundation? Please let me know. Do you guys like cream contour? Do you guys like powder contour? I love cream products because I think they look so dewy and natural, but I have oily skin, and that's why we're gonna we prep the skin a couple of times. Okay, so this is pretty much blended in. Now I'm going to set it because we're gonna do powder under foundation to prevent oils, but just in the T-zone. So I'm gonna take some loose powder. I'm gonna take my Shape Tape loose powder and dot the T-zone only. And then we're going to add foundation on top of it. So I'm gonna take my Tarte Marajuka Tinted Hydrator. I'm gonna mix it with my Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow. And then also for some added staying power, I'm going to mix it with my Lancome, this one, 10 Idol Ultra Wear, which I guess is technically a full coverage even though it never looks it. So I mix about like this much of each on the back of my hand, and we're gonna mix it all together. And then we're going to lightly dot, focusing on the nose and places that need it, foundation all over the face. And we're gonna take just a round brush or a stippling brush or whatever you got. It can be the same brush that you used previously, and just kind of like dab it over everywhere. We will take care of like the zits and everything after. But because we mixed the Wonder Glow primer, it will last longer, and also it will give the skin a glow. That's a great way to look dewy when you're oily, is you can just use a glowy primer to look the part. So I'm gonna take my Sephora Clear and Cover Acne Treatment Concealer, and we're going to fix this. Oh, and this is in the shade Shell 3. Okay, so this looks pretty good so far, except I look half dead. So we're going to start with this Charlotte Tilbury color correcting thing in the shade Medium 2. So we're gonna put that, not too much, under, oh, that already helps, the eyes. So then I have my Lancome All Over Concealer in the shade BISC. It's cool toned to counteract the purple shadows. So we're gonna put a little bit in the inner corners, a little bit out here to lift the eyes, maybe a little bit here. And I have a foundation, I have it, oh here we go. I have a concealer brush somewhere. And we're going to lightly blend this with a concealer brush. Okay, that's way better. See, this is still kind of poking out a little bit, but it'll do for now. I'm gonna put a little bit of this concealer also on the bridge of my nose, because my nose can get a little bit red, and this also just like helps highlight it, so we're gonna do that. So next I'm gonna set everything with my Laura Geller Baked Balance and Brighten Primer Powder. So yeah, this looks pretty natural. I'm gonna take this Brighten Up Essence powder, and we're gonna use it on the under eyes, because I love it for the under eyes. Not to bake, baking usually is counterproductive because it gets all, it works, but then you get all wrinkly. But just to set it. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna take the Sephora Colorful Contour. This is actually a contour shade, as you can see, it's like a gray. And I'm just gonna use that to do some more contouring, because I love contouring, because contouring is magic. I'm gonna put some on the nose. So just so you see where the crease of the nose is there, do that, and then blend that in. So now that our face makeup is pretty much done, and the brows by now are dried, I'm gonna take this Anastasia Taupe Brow Powder Duo, take this lightest shade here with like a brow brush, and just like fill in any sparse areas lightly. I know this looks really light, but when we're gonna comb everything out, it's gonna add depth and dimension and add the illusion of hairs without looking too dark or like Sharpie brow because of the light color. So we're gonna use that. And then we can use the darker color at the end here. We can use that towards the end of the brow for an ombre effect. And we can put just a little here and just a little in there, but not too much. Okay, so I'm going to curl the lashes. So this eye look is gonna be pretty simple. I'm not gonna do any crazy shadow or anything. So now that the lashes are curled, we are going to prep the eyelids real fast with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. It's a classic. Next, I'm gonna take my Naked Reloaded palette. I'm gonna take the shade called Bribe, which is this like neutral shade, and set everything. I've noticed that Urban Decay shadow primers work best with Urban Decay shadows, and the shadow primers work best with the shadows, but Urban Decay is kind of like hit or miss for me. I haven't been a fan of a lot of their eyeshadows. I've always, like, I found their original Naked palettes to be pretty overrated, but I do like these. I do like this one. It's pretty versatile, honestly. I'm gonna take the shade Bucked here, and that's really, I think, literally all we're going to do. We'll just add a primer and a shadow to set in like a crease shadow. Reason being is I'm going to use mostly a stick pencil for eyeliner, and if I don't set it with neutral shadow and primer, it will get everywhere because my lids are so oily. The thing before getting into the color liner is I'm going to lightly line my eyes with this Tarte Double Take liner. I'm going to start actually with this line. This is liquid. I wouldn't have needed like primer and shadow for this one because this one wouldn't have transferred. This one's a pretty good. And we're going to go as close to the lash line as possible and line the eye. I like to do it when I'm doing colored shadow, color liner I mean, because it just doesn't do the same job of framing the eyes. Okay, so I'm going to use the stick part of this liner and line the outer edge of the eye only. Okay, so I have my Sephora colorful blue liner, and we're going to do a line above this, and then we're going to create a wing. So we're going to fan it out a little bit like this, and then we're going to fill it in here. So as you can see, it's pretty light, like fairy-like, pretty soft, because I wanted a soft, sensual look for Cancer season. So now I have my Clinique Intense Liner for Eyes in Intense Midnight. So this is a navy liner, so it's slightly darker than the blue we used above. And I'm going to line the entire bottom lashes. Okay, so I have this Anastasia Riviera palette that's like a million years old that my dog has eaten a little bit. The reason I brought this out is because we're gonna have a little bit more fun with blue. So I wanted to pull this light blue color. So that's like glittery. So you can use anything you have. This is long since been out of stock and I probably shouldn't have it anymore, but that's okay. Just a brush like this, dip it in here to this light blue, and we're gonna just put it in the inner corner just for a fun pop of color. I blended that out a little bit. I'm going to extend it here. So as you can see, this looks pretty cool and watery. And just to tone it down a little bit, I'm gonna take my Naked Reloaded Again in Bribe, take my finger here and just dab it right in the inner corner. Just like to take down some of the intensity. Okay, so as you can see, there's a little bit of pop of color, a little bit of sassiness. All Cancers are a little sassy. All you Cancers, you know it's true. Now we're going to do a kind of like soft glittery red lip, because you have to have a red lip if it's date night, because it's the law. So I'm gonna line my lips with this MAC lip pencil named Soar. So I like to line the lips with a neutral liner and then just go in with whatever, because it helps feathering. I have this Sephora cream lipstick in 28. This is in Popsicle. So this is just really cute, like satiny red lipstick, but it has a little bit of like pink in it. And we're gonna put this on. I really like these. Like, these are not transfer proof at first, but once they dry, it takes about, I don't know, 10 minutes to dry. It really won't go anywhere. If you're applying like lipstick in stick form like that, always make sure to blot with like a tissue or something and then reapply if necessary, which is what I did off camera. I have in my hands this Essence Lash Princess. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the lashes. I would recommend doing a waterproof mascara on the lower lashes so it doesn't get everywhere, but I'm not going anywhere, so it's fine. So as you can see, this is a very like date nighty look with just a kind of a simple eye and a red lip, but we do have a pop of color in the eyes, so it looks a little watery, a little summery, a little sassy. So this is all Cancer season in one. Okay guys, so then I added this Sephora Big by Definition on top of it to make my lashes even bigger. So this is the final look. You know what? I'm gonna add, never mind, this NARS Laguna, which is a very light sheer bronzer. And we're just gonna do a little bit. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Please let me know what you think of this look, this date night Cancer season makeup look. Please let me know if you would try this look, what you like to do for Cancer season, what you like to do when you want a soft romantic look, what you like to do for date night looks. Please let me know. Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, Jitterbugs, and see you next time. Bye guys.